It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on a run back at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football. But you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes a defender. He's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. 3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He cuts it back right. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Again, the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run here on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to throw it. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Blown back in the back field, and he gets the handoff. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Offense to the line, second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47, third down coming up.
A gain of 10 brings up third.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
First down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Keeps another one. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes his grasp. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. But, sheesh, you couldn't start any better.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he goes, third and long. He has all day. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 27 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go to every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a first and goal.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's the throw. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for Brock already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14. Ravens 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Throwing from the gun. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Second down carry for Sampson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Brad Robbins will kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Brings up 2nd and
Trying to throw this from the gun.
40-yard line.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Good call now, and the ball is out. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. It's a Baltimore touchdown! can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of
Shotgun snap. They'll throw.
2nd and 3.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun on 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
And the Bills.
1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll throw it.
It's a 45-yard line.
All the left side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Receiver in motion, going left. They'll air it out on 3rd. Ravens get him. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
7. It's 4th down.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Ravens offense and Dylan Sampson now to begin another drive. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Hand off to Sampson. Spins out of one side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game out.
There he goes, right sideline. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Throw left side, finds Fanning. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And into the end zone it goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second-quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete out to the right side. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running right with Sampson. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Second down pass play coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone on first. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets out the 25-yard line. The Bills and this running back headed back out for a new series. On first down, they'll run. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled there by Mike Green.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw here. Finds him on the slant. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a design run. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Little tacks on extra points. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
Cam Little to kick off.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw now. Now here he goes. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone on. Shotgun now on third down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And Robbins on again for another punt. And they could really use a good one here. Jukes away from one. Dodges another stop. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 1st and 10, looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Pass play now. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. So we have and with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to start the drive. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Escapes the defender. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Pass play coming here. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line.
The Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give on the counter. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
2nd and 16 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Now looking to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14.
Another Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And a shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And I'm sure they're trying to bring it out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He stays up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. He's already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Bills going nickel, 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Punt taken near midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it to almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bills set to take over offensively. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Right up the gut. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he races forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to the well again. And he'll go down here at the 16. Which is a gain of 3 there. And the Bills have a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. It is caught left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second throw out of the gun. And they take this in for the score. The Bills make it a 3-possession game. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
First down, here's Simpson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43. He keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. Here's a dive up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gets him on the in route. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
it's 4th down.
On now comes their punter. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First down now, ball at the 33. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. Second and 3 now. They're going to try and throw it here. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Keeps it moving. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They're all set now. First and 10. In the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
First down goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 5 yards brings up.
He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Sending him on the dime. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Throwing it. Just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over and over.
Let's go.
First down, Ravens.
First and 10 from the 32. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
On third down, I'll go with Sampson. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
And he's dropping back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And
He's going to throw it. Complete out to the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. All right, here we go, second down. Looking in the air here. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. He's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds Gets it beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And off here to Simpson. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Ravens 30.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll run here on first down. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
He tries to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Back to throw on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
He's brought down at the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Ravens need to score quickly. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
I'll throw it. Dropped underneath. It's Simpson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Steps up and he's running with it. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Offense is hurrying, time running down. Working inside the red zone. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And this one doesn't go far.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Line up the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is. And it is so...